Hey, we want to thank you guys for taking me and Brick over to your parents' house for a family gathering.
No problem, boys. We can't wait for you to meet my parents and little sister. We haven't seen them in videos on this channel too much. And Chandler1515 thinks it's nice for different characters to interact with each other.
You guys are going to love Grandma, Grandpa, and Aunt Sunni. They really are the coolest family members.
And let's not forget how warm and open they were during Thanksgiving. And let's not forget just how warm and open they were during Thanksgiving.
Well, you're doing a great job of convincing us. I really have been open-minded about this.
I'm glad you feel that way. Anyways, we're just about 15 minutes away from my folks' house. Huh. This is new. I don't remember the house looking like this.
Well, your parents were able to get off their feet a bit more after you moved out. Anyways, let's go and see the...
Huh? I wonder who they could be.
I don't know how long. Maybe it's some unknown relatives that we have not seen in years.
Are you guys serious right now? It's obviously Pan, Javier, and Bruno. She literally texted me this morning and said that she was bringing along 2 guests, which in all honesty doesn't really impress me that much.
Well, Sunni, you can become more impressed if you just put the phone down and answer the door.
Ugh, whatever you say. Dad. Hey. Pan, Javier, and Bruno. It's been a while since me, Mom and Dad last saw you. How are you all doing?
We're doing great actually. We came here so we can spend the rest of the month with you, so we can reconnect as a family.
That's great to hear. You can come inside and we can.
Pan, why is your little sister looking at us strangely?
Oh my gosh. Pan, who are these hot and gorgeous boys?
Oh, that's Brixton and Braden Maverick. But we call them Brick and Bray for short. They helped us through a funk during our road trip a few months back and now they're Bruno's best friends.
Well, I'm glad they're your friends. Because they look hot.
Well, that's really nice of you to say. Anyways, let's go inside so we can meet the parents.
Hey Mom and Dad. Here they are.
Well, hello there, Pan, Javier, and Bruno.
Hey Grandma and Grandpa. It's so nice to see you guys again.
Nice to see you again too. Anyways, who are the 2 young men behind you?
Oh, that's Brick and Bray. They helped us out of a funk during our road trip the previous summer.
It's an honor to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Chang. Your grandson is literally the coolest dude we've met in a while.
Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying each other's company. You know, seeing that it is a bit chilly outside and that the whole family is together, this is the perfect time to tell stories about our pasts. I'm sure you all won't mind that.
Not at all. In fact, I think this is the perfect time to share my story to everyone.
Now that we're all together, who would like to share their story first?
Well, Dad, I want to share my story. About how I became a troublemaker and how I eventually redeemed myself to where I am right now.
What? You used to be a troublemaker? What kind of bad stuff did you do?
Not to be rude or anything, but are you really sure you want to tell that one? I mean, those past years were some of the worst me, your mother and sister ever experienced, and I don't think I can live for that story to be rehashed.
Trust me, Dad. This is a story worth hearing.
Sweet. We can't wait to listen.
Okay. Here goes nothing. I was only 4 years old. And like most little girls who were only children, had a very happy life filled with love and attention. Mom and Dad were always proud of me because I had such an optimistic attitude and showed love to everyone I met.
You know, Pan, I'm really glad that you are at your best mood. At the rate you are going, you will probably hold the record for the best little girl a parent can ask for.
Yeah. I want things to stay like this forever, and never change.
Well, don't expect things to stay this way permanently. Life is all about the changes.
And little did they realize that very soon, their lives would change for the worst.
You know, I really want to go by the sandbox and play with those kids in the distance. Can I join them?
Of course you may, Pan. Be sure to play nicely.
Oh my gosh. Leonard, did you see my totally awesome slide?
No, and I did not care to watch. I'm trying to build a sandcastle replica of the Washington Monument. But I can't get it done because all you do is consistently disturb me every chance I get.
Ugh. You're such a boring loser. No wonder no one wants to be friends with you.
Hey guys. Can I join you in the playground?
From this day forward, my rivalry with a kid named Leonard began to ensue.
Oh. Sorry kid. I didn't mean to knock your sandcastle down.
Well, first off, it's not a sandcastle. It's supposed to be a replica of the Washington Monument, but you clearly knocked it over with your big brassy Civil War boots.
Hey! She told you she was sorry. There was no need to go out of your way and to just insult her like that.
Well, I don't care. With her hideous pigtails and ribbons, she should have looked where she was going.
The moment that Leonard insulted my pigtails, was the day he got the first feeling of my troublemaking wrath.
You know what? Don't ever make fun of my pigtails again, you Ginger Poindexter, no soul having fool.
Yeah. You know better than to insult a girl like that. You know, the way you pummeled Nerd Boy was pretty impressive. My name's Teresa Busil. But everyone calls me Terri. What's your name?
My name is Pan Chang. It's really nice to meet you. Do you think we can be friends?
Sure, why not?
Me and Terry's mutual despise for Leonard led to us becoming really close friends. It was the happiest moment of my life until
Pan Melissa Chang. Me and your mother saw what you did. We can't believe that you knocked down that boy's sandcastle, and even worse, you shoved him to the ground. You know that is not the way you treat people.
But Mom and Dad, he insulted my pigtails and made fun of my boots. So I had to push him over.
Yeah. I saw. Leonard was making fun of her. And also, she did not knock over his castle on purpose. It was all on accident.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Even if someone teases you, it does not give you the right to push someone over. Pan, we are going home right now. And when we get back, you will go straight to your room and think about what you did.
Okay Mom and Dad.
Bye Pan. Hope to see you again soon.
Wait a minute. Mom. Is that why you and Leopold's uncle never got along?
Well, this was only the beginning. But we'll get to that a bit later. Because trust me, as I got older, things got uglier and uglier. Now, let's get back to the story.
This will teach you a lesson for bullying. Stay in your room for the next 2 hours now.
My first time getting grounded was a major turning point in my life. As someone who played the cute and innocent little girl trope, this hit me like a ton of bricks. Then something inside me snapped. Something I never, ever, felt before.
I have just about had it with the world. People have been pushing me around and everyone deserves to have a taste of their own medicine.
From that day forward, my attitude towards everything changed for a long time. And for the worst. 3 years had passed. My troublemaking and destructive behavior has worsened even further. Dad became overly stressed. And was not hesitant to show anger or frustration at any given time. Mom was 8.5 months along with Sunni, and she did not know how her and Dad were going to split the attention between two little girls. She became nauseous very often, and experienced a lot of pain. Until...
Oh my gosh. Chun-Li. Are you okay? We need to take you to the hospital immediately.
Come on Dad. Mom is just playing around. Let's just keep on doing what we're doing and let's have some fun.
Fun? Fun? Are you serious right now? Your mother literally fainted on the ground with your unborn sister, and you say that we should continue to do what we are doing? You know what? I used to think you would be the most pleasant child we could ask for, and maybe, just maybe, seeing that we have a new baby on the way, you could just try to be a little selfless. But no, 3 years have passed. And so far, you have turned out to be one of the most selfish little girls I have ever come across. Sometimes, I just wish you would just grow up and behave like a young lady for once in your life.
You know how I said things were going to get uglier as time continued? Well, those words that Dad said, contributed even further to my downward spiral. Well, the breaking point started after Sunni was born.
Well. Filong and Pan. We now have another beautiful baby girl. I would like to name her Kimiko Blossom Chang.
Okay. But how about we call her Sunni for short?
Okay. Sunni it is.
I don't want a sibling. My life was perfect just the way it was. I don't want a dumb drooly baby invading my life. I wish she wasn't here.
Pan. I don't know what has been going on with you. But how dare you say those things about your little sister? That's it. You are grounded until further notice.
I didn't care. My life was just fine. Again, as mentioned earlier, as the years passed, things would go from bad to absolutely catastrophic. Eventually, I couldn't take all of the stress and pressure anymore. And I just decided to move out of the house. After that, me and Javier got married again and then we had Bruno.
Wow, Pan. That was a really sad story. While you really should not have done half those things that you narrated, I couldn't help but feel bad for you and the lack of attention you got after your sis was born.
But hey, despite Pan's troublemaking attitude, she was able to better herself, and now she's a good mom, husband, sister, and friend. We couldn't agree more.
You know what? Pan, after hearing your story, I just want to apologize for all the times I snitched on you and got you in trouble. Especially that time when I poured hot sauce in your soda for revenge.
And I'm sorry I did all that bad stuff to you when we were kids. I really should have been a better sister to you, but instead, I was a full-fledged bully and got you hurt many times. I sincerely apologize.
You know what? Why don't we just put all of this behind us and forgive each other?
Sounds like a plan. I love you, sis.
Right back at you, sis.
Filong. Fire, you crying?
That has to be the most beautiful thing I have ever seen and heard. My daughters are finally talking to each other like civilized human beings without ripping each other apart. It's just so beautiful.